you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me.
Hey everyone, welcome to this episode of Talk Kiki to me. I'm your host Kiki, and today I have with me a very, very, very special guest, Lorenzo Martinez. So, a little bit about Lolo. He is a international basketball superstar and also my bestie. We've been besties since high school days. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
I forced him into this friendship. So yeah, Lolo, tell us, where did you all play basketball at?
So I started my career in Albania. Then I got hurt, tore my ACL, had surgery, took almost 2 years off recovering. Then I got my second chance in Nicaragua. Been playing there for 3 years now, and I most recently was in Honduras this past fall.
Oh, which place did you like the best?
I love Nicaragua. I love going back there every year.
How was your guys' like streak while you were there? Were you guys winning?
It was up and down. My last team, we were one game out of making the playoffs. We lost the deciding game by 1 point at the end, so it really hurt. But
Mhm.
for the most part, it's
So how did you guys like celebrate wins in Nicaragua? Like, what's that like? You guys like pop
um,
champagne and turn up and stuff?
we would usually go out to the local club, like go get dinner together, and then the club was right next door to the restaurant.
Okay.
So like around 10:30, 11, people would be showing up, and that's when we would make our appearance
Were you guys
and go
like
have fun.
celebrity superstars? Like, oh my gosh, there's the basketball team.
No, not really. We're just normal people that everybody in
Just
the
chill guys.
community.
So going back in your life, like when did you first realize like, oh shit, I'm hella good at basketball?
Yeah. I don't think I ever had that realization. I first started
Mm,
playing just it was just something to do to stay in shape. I originally wanted to play football,
really?
go to college for that, see how far I could take it, but I started my freshman year of high school and I just stuck with it ever since. Probably really fell in love with it going into my senior year at Armio.
Oh yeah, how tall are you, Lolo? Let the fans know.
You want my real height or you want my roster height?
Both.
Without my shoes, I'm 6'8", but with the shoes, we're 6'9". So
6'9", and that's on the roster. That's what they
that's on
say.
the roster. Yeah,
Dang. Period. And Lolo, are you dating right now? Are you single? Are you taken in a
we are
relationship?
currently single at the moment.
You heard him, ladies. He's currently single. And what's your Instagram name?
Too tall underscore 12.
Utah_12. I'll drop it right here so you can follow him. So, how is it living in all those different countries? Like, did it take you a minute to get used to the different languages, food, culture?
So my rookie year in Albania, it was during COVID, so we still had a curfew.
Mm,
Like we had to be inside our house at 10 o'clock.
mm,
And I was blessed to have 7 other Americans. We lived in one really big house together, but we all had our separate rooms, so it was kind of easy being able to talk English with all those guys. But I think the hardest thing is the language barrier for sure
mm.
and getting adjusted to the food.
Were you able
You're
to talk to the women out there?
No, not at all. If not without Google Translate. Women would always be following us on Instagram. They'd message us saying how handsome we are,
Mhm.
and you know how it goes from there.
So, what was like a big defining moment in like your career? Like one moment where you were like, "Oh, this is like make or break."
I'd say my injury is
Yeah.
definitely the toughest thing I've ever
Mm.
had to overcome,
How long
not
did it
just
take you?
physically, but also mentally. Took me, after surgery, nearly 2 years. So I sat out
Mm.
basically 2 whole seasons overseas, just rehabbing. It took me so long before I could even feel comfortable to do movements on the basketball court again. So just overcoming that mental block.
Oh, how did you get over it?
Um, a lot of,
Mm-hmm.
but I was blessed to find my second one
Mm.
in over in Modesto, and they really
Mm.
helped me out with the mental side of things.
Oh, that's good. I love that. Well, I'm glad you're healed and back on the court. So, what was the like craziest or most memorable fan interaction you've ever had?
I think after our first home win, the fans were just so excited because the team in the past before my teammates and I got there, they were known for being one of the worst teams in the league and usually only winning a handful of games. So getting that first home win early on in the season really gave the community and fans hope. And everybody, all the kids mostly running up, asking for pictures, asking to sign stuff.
Do they wear your jersey out there?
They don't have my jersey, but they have like a lot of team apparel.
What's one misconception people have about international athletes?
I think people think it's easy. It's not easy going uprooting, leaving your family. Sometimes if you're in a relationship, you have to leave your loved one behind. Being on that time difference, figuring out when you can talk to each other because you're so used to just having them available at arm's reach, and then you go across the water.
Right.
Now you're have a 13-hour time difference, and you may only be able to talk 30 minutes, an hour a day max. Because while my day is ending, her day may just be getting started. So really, the communication.
Right, and then you have to message on like Instagram and WhatsApp and stuff
Yeah,
like
mostly
that.
WhatsApp. Yeah. The US needs to catch up. We're the only place that doesn't use WhatsApp.
I do not have WhatsApp on my phone, and every time I travel abroad, it's like, you have WhatsApp? I'm like, no.
Yeah, you need to get on it. You're behind.
Dang. Okay.
The way your passport's stamped up, you need to.
I know.
You need to be on it.
It was so funny when I was in Dubai. I met this person. They were trying to message me on WhatsApp, and he was like, "Oh, I'm trying to give you jewelry and bags and blah blah blah." And I just
you
never
missed
did
out
that.
on your blessing
I
because
did.
you don't have the
really
damn
did.
app.
I just downloaded the app. Okay, so you said it's hard uprooting your life and everything. Like, what's like the typical day like when you're out there overseas?
Okay, so wake up. Me personally, I would wake up. I don't like lifting or shooting with anything in my system. So early in the morning after I wake up, brush my teeth and all that stuff. Go straight to the gym for an hour, hour and a half. Go get shots up. Come back to the hotel, eat breakfast, shower, rest. Then probably an hour, hour or two later, go to the gym to lift. Then after the lift, go straight to lunch. Come back to the room, shower, rest. Then you got evening practice. Then after practice, come back to the hotel, shower, go out to eat for dinner. Then come back home, do your recovery for the night, and just rest up, watch Netflix, call your people, and that's a normal non-game day.
Do you ever get tired of like that routine? Like having to get up, going to practice, having to recover?
It could be a lot for some people, but I'm a very simple guy, as you know. I love. You don't have to agree with me. But I'm very easygoing. I like having a routine. It's easy to keep my day to day the same. I know what I have to do to keep my body right. I know what I need to put in it to feel 100%.
You were just eating McDonald's earlier. I mean, I'm just saying that you shouldn't put that in your body.
We're gonna cut that out.
You know, I control the editing too. So, do you have any pre-game rituals?
Ooh, I make sure I will always stretch. I need to foam roll. I need to stretch out every part of my lower body before I even do any type of shooting. I think that's the most important thing for me. Then after that, doing my form shots around the rim, working on my touch with my hook shots before stepping out to the mid range of 3-point line and doing more game actions.
You need anything like weird? Like you have to, I don't know.
No, like the LeBron chalk toss. No, I don't do anything weird like that. Okay. Like listening to my music. I don't like.
What kind of music gets you in the zone?
I don't like the super rah rah stuff. So I'll listen to some calm stuff like some Morgan Wallen, just to calm the nerves.
Okay.
Even as a professional athlete, we all get nervous before games. So just having that something to calm you down, I think is big.
I feel like athletes wear their nerves, like they mask it so well. Like you look so confident, especially like before the game when you guys are doing like your shoot around and like warm up and everything. It just looks like you guys are ready to take over.
Yeah, that goes all back into the day-to-day routine that we previously talked about.
Mhm.
Knowing the work that you put in beforehand is preparing you for the 40-minute game.
Mm. Have you ever beefed with any of your teammates?
No,
You never
no,
had to
that's not
smack
who I
somebody.
am. No.
Like, what's his name on the Warriors? Draymond? Didn't he
No.
smack?
Jordan
Yeah.
Poole. No, I'm
No.
not that type of person. No, I get
Okay.
along with all my teammates pretty well.
Okay. Do they all get along with you,
They better.
or what?
Hey, we're gonna find out.
Uh-huh. When you are back home in the States, what are you doing?
So right now I help train kids with with one of my trainers
Lola
every
loves
evening.
kids.
We do. We love helping out the local community of Stockton. But I help train kids every evening, so it's fun. It's rewarding seeing them um, get better and grow and fall in love with the game that I am blessed to play at a high level.
I've never been to Stockton really. I've only like drove past very briefly, and
You're not
it.
missing out on much, I
I was about to
promise you.
say, yeah, it looks like very much the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
Quiet.
you only hear the negatives about the city,
Yeah,
but it's not as bad. It's just like any other city.
yeah,
You have
that's
your
what I
good parts
figured.
and your bad parts, but as long as you mind your business, you'll be fine.
What is one thing you wish more people knew about the life of an international player?
The sacrifices that we have to make.
Mm,
People think it's all just really big checks, but that's reserved for the top of the top.
mm,
Nobody overseas and making $40 million a year like you see these NBA players sign.
mhm,
So all the sacrifices all the sacrifices that we're making to be able to play the game that we love at a high level, it's not easy. It's not for the weak-minded.
yeah.
You hear like your 24-hour rec center hoopers say, "Oh, if I had your heart, I could do what you do."
Mm,
You couldn't. You wouldn't even last a day
right.
in my off season working out
Mm.
3-4 times a day.
You do work out a lot.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't want to do it, but I wake up and find that will anyway and get it done.
I wish I had that dedication in the gym. Okay, if you weren't playing basketball right now, what do you think you'd be doing?
I would be probably a strength and conditioning coach.
Mm,
I'm really into fitness. I love helping people.
mm,
Like I talked about with the kids, I'd be working with primarily athletes or just parents just trying to help them get active so they could be able to play games with their children,
oh, that's
move
nice.
around the house better, things like that.
I love that. Kind of all the questions I have for you, Lolo.
No, that's great.
That was a good
I
interview. You're media trained. Do they train you guys to do
not.
interviews?
No, I've never been trained. No,
Oh, okay. Have you done any other interviews? Like,
no. This is my first ever real
really?
thing, and I'm
Wow.
honored it's on Kiki podcast.
Okay, talking to me. Lolo's first interview. Clock it. Yeah. All right. Well, that concludes our interview. Love y'all.